The first section of the high-speed rail network will be the one between Ottawa and Montreal. This segment represents a unique opportunity to connect two provinces and quickly generate benefits for travelers, communities, and the economy. Why start with this part of the route? Because it is, for several reasons, the most logical option. It is a relatively short and straight portion of the overall route. This provides an excellent opportunity for teams in both provinces to begin to develop together the expertise needed to deliver the other segments, both in Ontario and in Quebec. Since this section is at the center of the future network, the other segments can be added to the west from Ottawa to Peterborough and Toronto, as well as to the east from Montreal to Laval, Trois-Rivières, and Quebec City.
The route matters because you need to know what kind of land this high-speed rail is going to go across. Your process for building on land, acquiring land is very different if you are dealing with Crown land, municipal land, private landowners, farmers, so on, versus if you are cutting through, for example, First Nations territory and you have a consultation process, a very specific dialogue necessary. We know, for example, the existing route that VIA takes from Toronto to up to Ottawa and Montreal goes through Tyne-Genega-Mohawk territory. There are other rail lines in and out of Montreal that go through territory as well, and we have seen protests on those tracks in the past, lest anyone think that this is not very serious, the need to consult. As Steven MacKinnon puts on his government House Leader hat, I'm sure he'll want us all to remember that the budget implementation bill that they have now gotten off to committee, they made an important progress on that, had to vote on that to move it along before the House rose this week. That includes the High-Speed Rail Network Act, which makes it easier for the government to acquire land for high-speed rail, to fast-track approval processes, seize land, expropriate land where they need to. Sure, that helps with private land ownership. It will not get them a fast pass through Indigenous consultations, however. That is going to be part of Alto's reality for various places, again, depending on where they go. So we really need to see a map. They're kind of describing it orally to us, but we're not going to understand all the politics of this process until we've got a map.